Hello and welcome to yet another video of BIM Technologies, and in this video we are going to learn about how to add cable trays in a MEP project. So for the cable tray you need to create a cable tray or the cable tray plan, you need to be in the power plan, and here we have in the electrical panel you can see there are an option for cable tray. So in order to create the cable tray, click on the cable tray option, and then you have this modify place cable tray contextual tab is displayed. Now here we have this automatically connect inherit size tag on placement, so make sure that the automatic connect is there. But before adding the cable tray, let us understand what are the families which are there in the cable tray. Go to the project browser, and here we have the cable tray settings types. So we have got cable tray with fittings and cable tray. So you have the channel cable tray, you have the ladder cable tray, you have the solid bottom cable tray. So we are going to use different types over here, but let's see the type properties by double clicking it. So in a channel cable tray, the bend radius is 1. The horizontal bend, you have this family which is selected. Cable tray vertical inside bend, vertical outside bend, so all of the fittings are given here. So now let's say if I wanted to have a channel cable tray, click it and right click and say create instance. So I wanted to have the cable tray at an height of 2750. So let's say I draft the cable tray here, and based on my settings in the type I do have the cable tray. So I'm just going to close all the views here and keep the 3D view active of the power. So you can see the cable tray here, and go with the fine view, and in the shaded you can see the cable tray here. So I'm going to dial the view and show you how different types of cable tray can be done. So from here, if I want to create a cable tray, so I click on the connector and I go with the create similar, and I can see that a cable tray is created. Now if I wanted to create another cable tray, let's say of a trough cable tray, so I can have it on different height. So I can click here and say create instance, and the height that I am going to have it here right now is 12,000 millis. So this is the height that I wanted to have, and here I go with another cable tray at different height. So if I wanted to have the cable tray, if I wanted to have a T junction of the cable tray, I can click on the cable tray here, so create a T junction. What we need to do is we need to have a similar kind of cable tray. Let's say right click on the selected cable tray and say clear. Now here let's say you can, the moment you join the cable tray, you can see a T junction is created. So at that any moment there is, let's try with the ladder cable tray here. So if in the ladder cable tray you have the horizontal bend, and you can see that here you have the horizontal bend, vertical inside bend, vertical outside bend, and different kind of fittings that you have. Now let's try with another kind of options that in cable tray we generally see. Look into it with different heights. So I'm going to delete this entire cable tray that I'm having, and then we will be creating some more cable trays. For the ladder cable tray, create instance. Now in this ladder cable tray you have this, in the edit type you have got the horizontal bend, it's a ladder horizontal bend standard, and then you can have this, okay, and the radius multiplier is 1. So click here and you can see that there is a bend that is happening. So if I don't want the tag on placement here, so now let's say if I wanted to have these two differential kind of heights that I want to get, I can split this cable tray by selecting it and then have the split option here, and then you can see that the moment I go with the split option, there are two different kinds of cable trays are, and there is a union over here. You can see this is a ladder union. You can delete this and you can increase, let's say, the height to decrease the height to 2000. So now if you want to join both of them, just push this back and then you can add, right click, draw cable tray and join the connector. So you can see that a cable tray at transition is created here. Now you can see a fittings is there. This fitting, a cable tray with fittings, ladder cable tray, and different kinds of pins are created in the junction. This cable tray can be connected to electrical panels or units. So let's put some equipments over here. So putting an electrical equipment, let's say I'm putting an appliance board in the, so I'm a power plane placed on vertical face. So here you have these options where you can basically have, you can see that this particular cable tray can be connected to the power panels. So, and if you want to change the size of this particular cable tray, you can always go with the size. Now you can see how the modifications can be made. Let's say if I want to split this at a particular point, change the width. So you have this width and height. Let's say I change the width to 200. You would see that the cable tray ladder reducer is seen over here, and if you wanted to change it to a different type, you can change it to a different type. So this was all about cable tray and cable tray fittings. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Thank you.